Hi, today I'm going to talk to you very briefly about Nelson Mandela and the end of apartheid in South Africa. So, a couple of things that you need to know about South Africa, how large it is. You know already that it's located at the southern tip of the continent of Africa. It's about 5 times bigger than Great Britain and about 3 times bigger than Texas. So, it is a sizable country. It has a very diverse oops, a very diverse population. Black South Africans make up about 71% of the country, white South Africans about 16%, and then they have a group that they classify as colored South Africans. That just means that you're a mixture of black and white and or Asian. And then of course they have a small Asian population. Apartheid, if you've done the blend space already, you know that apartheid was a system of segregation in the government of South Africa from about 1948 until the 1990s. What apartheid was it was the small white minority in the country who was ruling over everybody else in the country. So even though the black South Africans were the majority of the people in the country, they were given no say so in what went on in the country. So, of course, and rightly so, this made them angry because, of course, they wanted a say so in their country. Nelson Mandela, the guy you see at the bottom there, was a leader of a group called the African National Congress. He fought against the system of apartheid, and because of some of the things he did in fighting against the system, he was arrested and spent 27 years in prison in South Africa. Over time, things started to change. The rest of the world got angry of South Africa. South Africa stopped getting invited to sporting events, things like the World Cup. They were told, hey, unless you end that terrible system of apartheid, you're not invited to play with the rest of the world. So this man, F.W. de Klerk, became the president of South Africa. He knew that it was time to change the system. So he worked together with Nelson Mandela to end apartheid. In 1990, he pardoned Mandela, and Mandela became free after serving 27 years in prison. Here's a picture of Nelson Mandela and his wife, Winnie, marching through the streets after he was released from prison. In 1993, F.W. de Klerk and Nelson Mandela won the Nobel Peace Prize for their part in helping to end apartheid. But the much more significant year here is 1994, because in that year, elections were held in South Africa and every South African was given the right to vote for the very first time. There you see Nelson Mandela casting his vote. He was, of course, casting it for himself. He was running for president of South Africa. I'm really awed by this picture on the left. There you can see people waiting in line to vote for the very first time in 1994. They were willing to wait in those lines because they had just been given the right to vote. And there on the right, of course, you see a rally for Mandela for president. Nelson Mandela wins the election for president. He has a very important job to do because the country of South Africa, because of 50 plus years of this racial segregation that was happening in this country because of this government, there was a lot of anger and hurt feelings, justifiably so. So Nelson Mandela had to try to bring the country together to do some healing. I won't play it for you now, but if you listen to the national anthem of South Africa, if you look it up on YouTube, it's actually really interesting because they have different lines of the song that are taken from different languages and tribal groups that exist in South Africa. So even their national anthem is about unity. South Africa today has a lot of industry in it. It is an advanced country, but there is still a lot of economic inequality, which means that the wealthy people are very wealthy and the poor people are very poor. And there is a huge gap in between them. So this has been a very quick overview of Nelson Mandela and the end of apartheid in South Africa.